everybody. It's the pre-game Thanksgiving show. Thanksgiving is here. I've got some mad skills for you to get you through this day of feasting. I know you can do this, and I am about to show you how. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Jennifer Seven, and I'm the owner of Seven Company Weight Loss and Wellness Center, and I've been helping people for the last 10 years with their weight loss, whether it be to lose weight or maintain. And I think we put thousands of people through the holiday season. So here we are. If you think these classes can help anyone else, please share it with them. We're on a mission to help as many people as we can. And it's also great for you because if you have friends that engage, it helps us build a community, and we know that people are more successful if they have a community or friends to be part of it with them. To have an accountability buddy is a great thing. So, Thanksgiving. Honestly, it's just another day, and it's a day that's been created to be about food and feasting. There have been many Thanksgivings in your life, and there will be many more Thanksgivings to come. So just remember, it's one day, and let's make it about gratitude and about the people that we're with, and focus on that rather than it just being about food. So I want to say hi to anyone that's watching. Hey, good to see you guys on. Good to see you, Jane. Yay. Oh, and look, there's Patricia. Hi, guys. So send me some love. Okay, remember that you've made your plan. You are either on the Iron Will approach or you're on the one day, one pass approach. And this is when it's really important to put your plan into action. So you have a plan, and now let's talk about some techniques to get through the day. And I have some mad skills to give you for this day. So we're going to do this. We've got this. Remember how you're all motivated in the morning when you wake up. You're like, okay, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to stay totally on track. I'm going to stay on plan. But as the day goes on, a lot of times we lose that motivation. We get hungry, we get tired, we haven't planned the day out well, and then before you know it, perhaps you deviate and you get off of your plan. So we start out strong, and by the end of the day, we have fallen apart. Food is such an immediate reward, and weight loss isn't. Weight loss takes time, and planning and the rewards and the benefits come a little later on. So it's tough to kind of remember that. We lose sight of where we're headed. So one of the techniques that I want to talk about for being successful on a weight loss journey is that you have to continually remind yourself as to why you are doing this. Why are you on this weight loss plan? And that's tapping back into your why and your feelings. We've talked about that. We've talked about engaging the limbic brain, the emotional brain. The logical brain knows what it's supposed to do, but if the emotional brain isn't keyed in, it's really difficult. So we have to go back to the why, the feelings about why we want to do this and what we want to lose. So here's what I want you to do. And you need to do this tonight or tomorrow. You need to do it before Thanksgiving Day. I want you to write down 15 reasons why you want to lose weight. 15 reasons why you're on this program, okay? So 15 reasons, and those can be anywhere from I want to lose weight because I want to buy new clothes, or I want to fit into my clothes again. I want to be comfortable being in the pictures at the holidays. I want to be able to play with my grandchildren. I want to reduce some of my medication. Whatever your reasons are, I want you to write them down. Brainstorm, sit down with a piece of paper, your journal, and just brainstorm 15 reasons, okay? So then what I'm going to ask you to do is I am going to ask you to put it into your phone. So most of us have cell phones. I think probably everybody has a cell phone. And on most phones, there's an app. It's called the Notes app. Sorry, let's just take this a little bit. The Notes app. So I want you to put all of your 15 reasons into your Notes app on your phone. And that way you have it, okay? And then what I want you to do is we're going to set some alarms on that phone. I want you, when you first get up in the morning, before you start your day, because Thanksgiving Day is usually a very hectic day, a lot going on, I want you to review the list first thing in the morning when you get up. So this is your game plan. This is how you're going to get through this day. You want to remind yourself, and I want you to really review it with feeling. And then I want you to set your alarm on your phone for about midday, and then again for about 30 minutes before the meal. That you are going to stop, you're going to be mindful, you're going to review your list of 15, and you're going to review it with feeling, really tapping into those feelings. So you're reminding yourself, this is why I'm not going to indulge in the pumpkin pie, or if it's the one day, one pass, this is why I'm only going to have one glass of wine, because these are the reasons. It's only one day. Remind yourself of that. When you are writing these 15 things down, one thing I forgot to mention is that I want you to write them in the declarative first person. So for example, I am losing weight because I want to look better in my clothes, or I will look better in my clothes. I am losing weight because I will be able to play with my grandchildren, because my family will be so proud of me, because I will be an example to my children, or I will have better career opportunities. So in the declarative first person, I will this, okay? You're making it really personal. If you'd like to comment or share any of your reasons, your benefits, your why, got my little kitty here has decided he wants to be in, in the video. So you've got it in your phone, you've set your alarms, you've written it in the declarative first person, okay? You're reminding yourself, again, of why you're doing this. Now, I want you to remember throughout the day to practice your mindfulness. Now remember, mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, not thinking about the past or worrying about the future, which we do all the time. So you have to kind of catch yourself. It's probably a day where we're going to be worrying about the future a lot, planning meals, we're trying to get somewhere. So stop yourself for just a moment and look at your surroundings, look at where you are. If you're with your family, fully engage with them, be present. Now, when it comes to mealtime, I want you to be fully present with your food. This is the time to absolutely savor every bite of your meal. I want you to look at the beautiful table wherever you are, at your home or someone else's home. You're going to look at that beautiful table. You're going to look at that beautiful food. You're going to smell it. When it's time to eat, you're going to fully taste it and chew it and eat it very slowly. Enjoy it. I want you to be fully present with all of the people at the table. Remember, this is about people connecting. I want you to be grateful. It's a day of gratitude. Thanksgiving is a day of counting our blessings. And that bring that into the full moment. It's more about that than it is about the food. You know, I was standing in line one day at the store, and there was a woman behind me, and she had a box of those Krispy Kreme donuts that are so light and fluffy and yummy. As we're standing in line, she's eating them, and she's eating them pretty fast and kind of shoving them in. And I think she ate 2, maybe 3 while we're standing in line. And I thought to myself, wow, what is that all about? She's eating them so fast, and they're so light and creamy and so good. I wanted to say to her, stop, go sit down, get a cup of coffee, and really enjoy those donuts if you're going to eat them, if you're going to make that choice to eat them. You know, it really felt like she was just shoving them in, and that's what we call mindless eating. She's probably not even conscious of what she's doing and eating it so fast, and she ate more than she needed to. And now I'm not suggesting to eat donuts. We don't really want to be doing that right now. But slow down, enjoy your food. It is a day to do that. And whatever that one pass is, if you're on the one pass approach, savor every bite or sip. Okay. I want you to be mindful. I want you to think about your family. Enjoy the whole experience. Now here's another tip. Throughout the day, we're all waiting for the big meal, and sometimes we eat later in the day and we're starving and we're hungry because we're waiting for that meal, and you might get some cravings. Well, first off, I want you to stay on your regular plan as much as possible so that you don't go into that meal starving. But let's say you have a craving throughout the day. I want you to tell yourself, I'm going to give it 20 minutes. 20 minutes, I'm going to walk away, distract myself. 20 minutes, go for a walk, play with the dog, get on your phone, get on your Facebook, play a game, go chat with your kids. But I want you to say to yourself, I'm having a craving. I'm going to take 20 minutes. And then in that 20 minutes, I bet you that craving will pass. Get yourself some water. I want you to stay really, really hydrated throughout the day. Lots and lots of water. That will help you feel more full. And it's really good to stay hydrated. So distract yourself for that 20 minutes and then come back to it. And if you still absolutely feel that you must eat whatever it is, then make the conscious decision that you're going to have it, okay? A mindful choice rather than an unconscious, just kind of eating it without even paying attention to it choice. And if you decide and it's not on your plan, then you're making a conscious decision that this isn't on my plan, rather than an unconscious decision. And I bet you, if you've been reviewing your reasons, you'll make the conscious choice to stick with your plan. So let's do that. Stay hydrated, 20 minutes, slow everything down. Remember to review your plan. If you are on the iron will approach and you are not going to deviate, remind yourself of that. Or if it's one thing, remind yourself of that. So know your plan. Remember, it's not the entire pumpkin pie. It's one piece or one glass of wine, not a whole bottle. Okay. If you're going to someone else's house, it's really important that they know what's going on with you so they can support your choices. If they don't, they might be those food pushers who are going to be like, come on, you can, what? Why aren't you eating my stuffing? I don't understand. You're hurting my feelings. So let them know ahead of time. Let your host know, your family member know, your friend know. Say, look, I am on a medically supervised program. I have dietary restrictions and I'm doing this for my health and I'm doing really well and I need your support. Will you support me? I have to make really good choices. And I promise you, people want to help. And if you're able to be honest, they're going to help you. They're going to support you. Make sure your family members are supporting you as well, okay? And if you can practice this with an accountability buddy, with your coach, with yourself in the mirror, write down what you need to say. Sometimes it's hard to tell people, you feel a little vulnerable, but I promise you people do want to help. And if they feel like you're doing something good for yourself, you're going to want to support that. You may want to take a dish, offer to take a dish that you can eat. And if you've seen our cooking demos, there's some fabulous dishes that you can take with you. So be ready for the food pushers. Be willing to say no thank you and let your hosts know ahead of time that you are on a specific eating plan, dietary restrictions. Okay, you don't have to tell anybody that you're on a diet. Stick to your plan. There should be no unplanned eating going on. You have a plan. Now's the time to put it in place. Just like the pregame show. They know what their game plan is going in for their team, and they don't mess around and make unplanned changes. Okay? So you have a plan. These are my surefire techniques for getting through the day. I know you can do this. Next week, we're going to be talking about emotional eating during the holidays. And the holidays can bring up a lot of emotions. It can bring up joy, of course, but oftentimes people feel grief or loneliness or sadness. Maybe they're missing a loved one. Maybe they've been through a painful divorce. Maybe it's the first year that their children aren't going to be home for the holidays. It can be sad. So we're going to talk about what that looks like, and I'm going to give you some good strategies for how to manage through that so that we don't turn to food for comfort. It's very easy to turn to food for comfort. Lots of valuable tools. So please tune in next week for that masterclass. remember, this Thanksgiving holiday is and can be a joyful time, a time to focus on gratitude, be thankful, count your blessings. Count your blessings. Maybe get everybody at the table to go around and share one thing that they're thankful for this holiday season, because that's what it's about. It's not about food. It doesn't have to be. Focus on being mindful, and whatever you are eating, enjoy every single bite. Happy Thanksgiving. I know you've got this.